How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at the Helium token, but before the video does actually start, I'd like to just say make sure you do subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and of course a quick financial disclaimer: this video is of course not financial advice, so make sure before you do invest into any coins which I show in my video, make sure you go out and do your own research first and come to your own opinion and conclusion whether or not you want to invest in that token. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. So Helium, if you guys didn't know what Helium actually is, they basically are a cryptocurrency that wants to create a decentralized wireless infrastructure. So to put it simply, they want people to buy their miners, set up their miners in their personal homes. These miners are called hotspots. And so when the consumer is actually using the Helium network, they can be anywhere in the world as long as they're close to a hotspot which is owned by a person just like me and you. They will actually be able to connect to it and get Wi-Fi or internet to be able to browse the internet or whatever they want to do. But of course the main thing here is of course it's decentralized. So like I said, everyone owns their own personal hotspot, and so no actual big company owns it. Which is very, very nice, of course. So on the main official website here, you can see two main buttons here: use or mine. We will get into the mining process in a second here. We'll just take a quick look at the network here. So the total hotspots are 935,000 hotspots, which is crazy because the amount of hotspots have actually blown up significantly. Of course, in the last year, I think they've probably about 100x since I've last spoke about Helium, because I believe I spoke about Helium token on my channel maybe a year or so ago. And this was last time I saw this. The network coverage was very low, and the amount of miners was actually also very low. The actual Helium total supply is just over 149 million tokens, so a relatively low supply. I've seen, I've covered a lot of coins recently which have huge supplies, like 500 billion. So of course Helium, being a utility token, has a fairly low circulating supply. If we do get into a bit more about the mining process here, so as you can see here, these are what actually the miners look like. So you can see one of the main popular brands here using the who actually manufacture the Helium miners are Bobcat and Nebra, I believe, are the two sort of main miners which people actually buy and use. So as you can see here, it's a little bit about the mining process here. Bye GPU mining. Mining Helium tokens with hotspots is done via radio technology, not expensive or wasteful GPUs. So if you guys didn't know, the miners or hotspots that are actually used on the Helium network use very little amount of power. They only use about 5 watts of energy. Compared to Bitcoin miners which use thousands of watts of energy. They don't create I don't think they create barely any heat, if not any heat, compared to Bitcoin miners run very hot. And so if we go into the next bit here, build the network. Hotspots work together to form a new global wireless technology and undertake proof of coverage. So as you've seen in other cryptos, like we just explained, they've got proof of work and they've also got proof of stake. And I've also seen Solana, which I've done in my last video on, is actually proof of history. So Helium does actually have its own personalized proof of, and it's proof of coverage, which is also a very unique feature about Helium. And of course here, just choose your hardware. Hotspots are built by a variety of vendors that to suit your needs. So like I just briefly explained there, I hope you did sort of get a good gist on how you actually mine it. So you basically go to these websites or verified vendors, purchase a hotspot, wait for it to get delivered to your house. You'll actually set it up by connecting it to your own personal Wi-Fi router in your house. And yeah, that is basically the whole mining process. Once you've got it set up and linked to the app, which is very simple, I've actually seen it done before, very easy. Yeah, it will basically use no energy, won't get very hot at all, and you can set it up basically anywhere in your house. Preferably the higher in the house, the better, because it gets a better connection with the other miners around it, and you will actually get higher rewards that way. But yeah, so yeah, you basically set it up and you will start getting rewarded daily. Last year, when the miners first came out, I remember the miners were first very profitable. Don't get me wrong, they're still fairly profitable now, but compared to when they first came out, they were making hundreds of dollars a day. Obviously, you'd have to be very early in the Helium network to be able to take advantage of that. But once, when the miners were new, they were selling for loads. The resale market was huge, and people were making loads and loads of money with the Helium network. Nowadays, I believe people are still making a decent ROI on their miners. But of course, as any network builds, the mining rewards do actually drop. So I believe I covered the whole mining process pretty well there. If you guys do have any questions about the mining process, obviously do leave them down below. Here it is, it's got a little bit of use. So massive decentralized connectivity. So like I just explained, Helium is basically a massive network that anyone can connect to and use. So if you click here on use the network there, it will actually take you to a separate page which you can actually start using the network. They've got an app which is also very, very nice. I've actually used the app. It's very simple to use, and it's very good. So if we do actually go ahead and look at the Helium hotspot maps, if we do zoom in onto, let's just go to United Kingdom for example, all these different green dots which are actually around the United Kingdom, these are the different hotspots actually being set up. So as you can see here, there's loads and loads of coverage, mainly around the main cities. Mainly around the main cities there is incredible coverage. You basically get coverage everywhere. However, out in the sticks or whatever, you will actually get less coverage compared to, of course, major cities. If we do actually go on to who uses Helium, we can actually see here that many different companies are actually already using Helium, the Helium network. So as you can see here, users, integrations here, roaming, hotspots. These are all the different companies and people who are actually using the Helium network already. So you can already see the use case for Helium is very, very large already. And I still believe that Helium has a very, very big potential in the near future. If we do actually go ahead and go on to the Helium Twitter now, you can actually see they've got 190,000 followers. Still keeping very, very active. You can see here 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. So a very, very nice Twitter page. Of course, the amount of followers also builds a good amount of confidence into brand new investors. Finally, the final part of the video, I just wanted to do an update on the current price of Helium, as well as my price prediction for Helium in the coming year. So as you can see here, we are on coinmarketcap.com and we are on the Helium page. As you can see here, it's ranked 124 on the CoinMarketCap leaderboard. And it's currently priced at $1.30, which I believe is a huge, huge discount for Helium, because I've seen Helium, if we go to the chart in the last year, you can see, or actually let's go to all time here, you can see at its peak it actually hit $52 a coin. So a lot of people see Helium being this low and see it as a sort of dead coin. However, I believe that this is a huge, huge discount, and I will definitely be buying up Helium because I believe Helium has a very unique standpoint in the crypto world, and they have a very, very usable utility. I know that me personally, when I'm using internet and in certain places in the world, or when I'm out in the countryside for example, you will get no internet. So basically just having one person in their house having a Helium hotspot nearby that you can use would be very, very nice to be able to connect to the internet or Wi-Fi. It would be really, really good. If we do actually go ahead and look at the fully diluted market cap, you can see they're just under $300 million in the market cap. I believe that this market cap is very, very low for Helium. I believe that the market cap should be very high. When I first saw this, I saw the updated market cap today because I haven't looked at Helium in a while. I was actually very surprised at how low the market cap actually is, because I see huge, huge potential with this coin. The volume for the last 24 hours is $838,000. Not really much to say about the volume. It's down 20%. But yeah, let's now get onto the part of the video which I actually give my personal price prediction. So like I say in every video, guys, of course we are in a bearish market at the moment. So if you guys don't know what that means, it basically means that all cryptocurrencies are down at the moment. Basically the masses, or most of the investors in crypto, will have actually sold off their crypto because they didn't see a bright, it could be a long-term future or a short-term future, with the coins, so they decided to sell it off, and we are currently in a bear market, so a lot of people have actually left. What I believe what will happen with Helium is, I believe in the next few months or year, Helium will actually explode again, because people will actually start to understand the great utility and unique utility behind it. Like I said on the official website here, if we go back to the main part of the website, we can actually see that the proof of coverage is very, very unique. So as you can see here, proof of coverage is of course the main way you mine the actual token, and so this is very, very unique, and like I said, I haven't seen it in any other tokens before. And of course, if a token's unique and it's not being replicated a lot, I normally believe that is a very, very good sign for a cryptocurrency. So I believe in the next year this can easily 10x, and as we see crypto investors starting to come back, I can see it definitely hitting a new all-time high once people see the actual great use case for Helium. Apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure you do subscribe and like the video if you did enjoy the video. Make sure you do comment down below what you believe is going to happen with Helium. What you think about Helium. Do you think it's has a good utility or not? Just let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.